you just won Miss India International. Congrats, by the way. That's very cool.
Thank you.
And now I guess you go to compete at Miss International, which is at a grander stage, which is on a world level. And I want to know, similar to how an athlete prepares for their season, right? There's a process. They do certain sets of exercises before they're ready to actually get into the show. Yours is a huge event as well. So what does the kind of process look like? When do you start preparing for the event that's next year? And what does that preparation actually look like?
There's a lot that goes into it, actually. When one sees a beauty pageant, one might believe, or one might think that, there's nothing much that the contestants do to prepare. But honestly, it takes in all of your effort. It takes in everything that you have, to reach there. To actually, when you are on stage, there's so much of you need to speak, you need to present yourself well. There's so much that is required. But when you see a pageant, you feel like they're just, being themselves, which is true. But there's a lot that goes into it. So I start preparing as soon as I can. When I know, if I'm selected as a contestant, that's when the preparation starts, or even before that. You need to work on your walk, your speaking skills. You need to meet as many people as you can, speak to them and have a different perspective of life, so that you're not just speaking from your experiences. Mm-hmm. There's so much that you need to know about the past winners and what they've done. How has pageants been, how have they helped the women in our country and all over the world, and how they have encouraged women to foray into any field that they want to, And there's a lot of, I prepare, my favorite thing is to prepare for Q&A, which is the most interesting part, which is where your personality kind of shines through. Mm-hmm. And to do that, you need a lot of practice. It's not like, it's very different when you ask someone a question face to face or in a regular situation. Mm-hmm. But something happens when you're on stage. Something changes inside of you, and you can ask the most simplest question, but if you're not present, if you don't have presence of mind right there, you might just just say something weird, or just just blow that up. So it's very important to train yourself how your body functions and how your mind functions in pressure. So when everybody's looking at you and it's the deciding moment and the background music goes tick, 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 and it's just, everything's building up to the pressure, how do you react in that moment is very, very important. So that is something that one needs to train.
How does one train for that? Because that's very interesting. You can't really do that on a day-to-day basis.
The thing is, you need to understand who you are. You need to understand yourself. What is your opinion on things? What do you want from life? And what do you want to, how do you want to bring a change about in the society, or in any little way that you can? So I think that is very important. Knowing oneself is the beginning of that preparation. Once you know yourself, and once you know where exactly you want to kind of lead, that is the beginning. And then from there, you go on to kind of see all the current situations and read about that. And of course, do practice sessions for Q&A. We do a lot of practice sessions. So random questions of all the questions that has been asked in the pageant. We kind of prepare and see, not kind of copy any answers, because we don't want to do that. So avoid seeing the answers, but just see the question and kind of answer it yourself. It's interesting. It's fun.
Subscribe for more of this good stuff. See y'all in the next one.